Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to feature some high level 1v1s between hopefully some of the players you see here. Autopilot, X-Factor, Andy, I think this is Jasato. Let me try this. Who is Y-A-N-A-M-I? Can't spell, can I? Unknown user? Try search user? What is that command? Yeah, who is user? Okay, yeah, I'm not sure who this is. I want to say someone referred to them to be Chisato, Sashborn did, so... Oh, Black Melon's here even. Maybe I can get a game off of one of them, but I was really hoping to watch one of, with y'all, one of these games here between either Autopilot or X-Factor. I know yesterday was yesterday being, what, August 31st, being bar fight night number 11, let's call it. That Andy won. Shout out Andy. Well played there, buddy. Congrats on the win. But what I was thinking was I really wanted to see Sashborn play Autopilot on that map. So maybe that's something I'll do this upcoming week, is take a look at that series and see, you know, who won and how it went down, because, you know, both players obviously are really high up there on the leaderboard. I think they're both top 5 respectively. So yeah, here we go. Looks like both players are ready. Oh, they don't want to go for that Mithril Mountain. Let's see what map they end up settling on. So while we're here waiting for these players to decide on what map they want to play on, just want to let you know that September 14th, we're going to be having the Bar Pro League Season 4 Qualifier 1. And that's going to be ran with Bar Fight Night. So the 2 Saturdays from now, the next Bar Fight Night is just going to be the qualifier for BPL. So as many players who sign up want to sign up. It'll be, you know, that many rounds of Swiss, and top 8 get invited to play in the round of 16, which would be the following weekend, right? So here we are again.
Battle started.
X-Factor versus Autopilot on Tundra. So don't you love to see it? 1v1s. Let me know if you guys like watching 1v1s, right? Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is mostly what I focus on, you know, 1v1 beyond all reason. And if that's something you like, let me know. Shout out to I guess both these players really. X-Factor is, you know, won some of the bar fight nights. He's super competitive player, I'd say. Autopilot hasn't maybe had the results that some, you know, like the other players who've been like in the 1v1 scene for longer, but he's super strong player and really, I think, abuses that similar style to like Chisato, where he's just scaling E like crazy, adding on tons of energy converters, right? Just macroing super hard every game. So really, both these players would be great to study, of course. So let's look at their opening build orders. Interesting. X-Factor is going for this 2max vehicle lab open, whereas his opponent is going for 3max bot lab. Now, I think straight away I'd say Autopilot has a bit of an advantage here. He even has access to this like res bot first, right? So it's a bunch of juicy reclaim here on the map. What is that? 6,000 energy. You know, 5,000. So there's so much on the map here. Whereas X-Factor is going for con first. Okay, I like to see that. He's fixing his E by adding on a solar collector. Pretty cool SimCity here. And what is he doing? He's just tapping mexes, adding on this forward radar, and then coming back here. Okay. Autopilot playing fairly greedy, right? 3max into Resbot Con. Grunt, okay. So maybe about as greedy as you can get and perhaps not take damage. We'll see if X-Factor can get something done with these rovers. I don't think that's what he's going for. I want to say he just You know, once I get the scouting information, of course, but like taking down an early res bot would be huge. But a lot of times you can just keep the bot player kind of defensive and trying to shoo away these scouts. You can keep them alive. Really nice control there. So I'm sure XFactor saw these two grunts slip past. They didn't turn around. He is going to go for some economic damage here. So yeah, nice value. If he gets this mech, that's pretty big. Yeah, really nicely done. He's scouting over here on the left side. Gonna deny that mechs from going down. This is great control, really. Just barely not losing it. He scouts the resbot doing its thing. So really good control here. Not losing any scouts just yet. Being super annoying. These two grunts on the right side have almost meandered their way across the map. It takes so long for grunts to do any kind of counter damage, really. Compared to like ticks, right? Ticks are pawns. So let's see. I mean, he should know about this. Yeah, he's moving some tanks into position. So finally he's like gonna get his units over there. Oh, I didn't notice this just yet. But yeah, XFactor had left the main base for a moment and done this classic little commander walk, cap 3 mexes, and then walk back to the factory. And yeah, just deflecting this on the right side. So, looking kind of familiar. I see what this is now. Take a sip of coffee, excuse me. So yeah, this is like this classic XFactor build, right? Air quotes. Just like early factory. He just gets on, I guess it's getting on 9 mexes as quickly as you can. I think that's kind of what I'd call it, and he'd play super greedy doing it, leaving like a naked factory for a moment even at points. But once you have this kind of metal income, you can really start turning out the incisors, which are great against grunts, right? So what are these? What is this? Metal produced in favor of XFactor by a little bit. These two grunts haven't been killed yet, but they're still, you know, keeping XFactor on the defensive now, and he's even able to get 2 incisors in position over here. So this is more than enough to shut down these grunts with the LLT behind it. Still trying to chase down these 2 grunts in the back of the main. And yeah, so look at this. Now you have this nice stable open. You have the con expanding. It's putting up an LLT. Commander's in the main base, assisting the factory, spending all of that metal. And suddenly, what is this? 7 incisors, 826 metal versus what? See, 144. Is it shift select? Yeah, so look at this. You have this insane army value advantage. Like, almost 3 to 1, right? And you just put it somewhere, right? Figure out where the commander isn't, essentially, and attack there. And hopefully that's what we see in this next moment, is like the counterattack follow-up to this XFactor build, right? Really strong against bots. And we'll see that leveraged here. Hopefully, if XFactor chooses to take this engagement, I think he will. That is a lot of tanks, but like getting up this terrain might be a little awkward. And I mean, if he wants to attack, he should maybe do it before this exploder goes up, or maybe he just wants to attack around it. But he's getting his tanks together, which I like doing that. There's like a lot of power in moving this group of tanks around as a ball, right? It's really hard to kind of kill any of them individually. Yeah, and here you go. So he's gonna roll forward. What is that? 1,400 metal, 12 tanks, right? And like, I mean, you can't really kite this, right? What, he lost, he didn't lose 1 incisor yet. It's taken out several grunts, and he's just gonna double back and take out these 2 cons, right? Really nice control here. Autopilot expanding on the left and the right side. You see here a little scuffle here. It's gonna get shut down by a couple incisors. This con is still expanding on the right side, so for XFactor. So really, all of the game is kind of being played right here in the moment. This is a great push, but 14 tanks versus 13 grunts. I mean, I know who wins that battle. Don't know about y'all, but see how it goes down. It's gonna group the tanks back up, and really, really good control here. Now all it has to do is, you know, shave up through here, take out all of this stuff. I mean, he could even roll behind the main base, but I think he knows where the commander's at, right? And the last thing you want is just a bunch of your tanks to get D-gunned by a commander when you have such a great army advantage. Even more tanks. Like, look at this follow-up. 8 more tanks, 2 more scouts coming in through the middle of the map. how you deal with these 9 tanks, 9 incisors in the back of your main, right? They could swing around at any time. I mean, Autopilot's trying to get this LLT up between this little choke point here, the mountain and the shore. And doing a nice job, you know, positioning, you know, making the best of the situation, right? Single incisor is going to shut down this LLT going up. That hurts. And getting to these... I mean, he might take out the con, 2 mexes and a radar, so that's great value. You see another incisor coming up on this right side. Or, excuse me, far left side. And look at this sandwich, right? I mean, you have incisors on the bottom, incisors on the right side. Kind of posturing in the front here. All he has to do is come in and flank with these tanks. Let's see. Is he going to coordinate this attack? Is he going to get it off at the same time? We'll see. Autopilot's backing up to his LLT. Backing up to the high ground, right? I mean, he knows what's about to happen. Even like yielding this position. I saw him making a vehicle lab for a moment, but looks like he thinks better of it and is running into incisors with grunts. This is not going to end well. Yeah, taps out. GG. And that's the game. So really strong play there.
Battle ended.
Great open to copy, perhaps, or look at for yourself. But I mean, that build is tailor-made to defeat bot lab opens, right? Well played there. So let's see, how long is this video going for? 11 minutes. Maybe we can do a little bit more. Don't want to spoil the ending of that video, maybe, if we can continue going on. So I'll tell you what, let's go look at yesterday's games. Let me jump back in here, sorry. Let me download a replay for y'all. Stash Corin. Let me try and find this game from yesterday. I watched the finals of the bar fight night. That was cool to see. Don't want to spoil it too hard. I mean, I think I already said Andy won it. Yeah, so Sash Corn versus Andy. Yeah, those were some great games. Honestly, Sash was playing super well. Just a couple little blunders, but I mean, Andy's a great player and he's got a lot of experience, right? So not an easy opponent to take down. Here we go. Okay, so I've got the replay, but you know what? I'm going to end the video here. So if you want to see Sashcorn versus Autopilot, a little bit of an analysis perhaps, stay tuned for more. Subscribe to the channel and I'll be back with the next video. So thanks for watching, y'all. Hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.